as you can see, this data set now, at least is actually not too clean enough so that we can. So let's just quickly do some rough cleaning. So what do I mean by rough cleaning? What I mean by rough cleaning is that I actually want to set it to a proper format. So from here down to this side, it should be in general price. Okay, I think this unit sold, this should be in numbers. This should be in number. So okay, good. The manufacturing price down to my profits, and this I want it to be in dollar. Dollar is a general tender that we are all familiar with. So okay, so currency. Okay, let's read that dollar, 2 decimal place. Okay, this is accurate. So with this now, we've done, how was this calculated? This profit and the likes. I don't know how they are calculated. I think I gave you the assignment to cross-check. So, but don't worry, let's see, because gross sales, discounts, how did they get gross sales? How did they get discounts? These are the things we are supposed to clean so well so that we can actually know how they got those things. But because of our time, I will just, this is actually not data cleaning. What we have to do today is not data cleaning. I just need to reset this to a proper format so that we can see. Because if it's not cleaned enough, we'll have problem while setting up our work. So this now we have, okay, 340314, it has 2024. This one is date format, so I'm actually looking for the one that is okay. Okay, good. So now everything is perfect to his own taste. Normally, the one I gave you guys, the assignment I gave you guys, I said you guys should reset, like check how they got this. Check out the got cost of goods sold. Now, cost of goods sold is supposed to be the sales price multiplied by, what's it called? Multiplied by units sold. Yes or no? That should be your cost of goods sold. Well, if you run the calculation, the reason is because I actually don't, we don't have much time. If not, we would have cross-checked the calculation. Do you understand? So your own assignment, what I was asking you to do is to get your cost of goods sold yourself, get your profit yourself, make it accurate. But with this now, so let's quickly come up with what are the objectives we want to come up with. So after I'm done with my cleaning, that I'm so sure that my cleaning is actually accurate, next thing is I convert to table. You Control A after clicking on one particular cell, Control A, then under your Control A, you come to format as table here. Under your own tab, format as table, you can choose any style. You can pick any style. Now make sure you tick my table as headers. If it's ticked, you press OK. So in your table name, you rename to financial data set. But so that I won't be having issues in this data set, let's just take time to check this. Now we can actually remove those ones we don't need. You get a point. Now we have units sold, we have manufacturing price, and we have sales price. Now, which means manufacturing price. We have manufacturing price, and we have units sold, and this is sales price. So gross sales. How did they get their gross sales? What do they mean by their gross sales? What they mean by their gross sales is actually just like the sales we have there. You understand what I mean? So I believe the difference between gross sales and gross sales is the total. What I mean by gross sales is the total amount of money a business earns from all its sales of products or services before any deduction for discounts. That is, how do they get gross sales? Gross sales should have been, that is the total amount of money a business. So which means it should be sales price multiplied by units sold. That should give us gross sales. Do you understand? That should give us gross sales. So, okay, that should give us gross sales. So let's quickly run the calculation so I won't be having issues regarding our work. So let's just run the calculation like that. So because I don't want a situation whereby the final the final work will be having issues. You understand? So let's just quickly run that. So our gross sales now is supposed to be the unit sold multiplied by sales price. So that is, what is it? Units sold multiplied by sales price. That is E, okay, equal to, open bracket, A2, sorry, or let's just say E, that is anywhere there is, okay, let me run one, sorry. Okay, good. So E2, that is gross sales. I want to confirm what they got is accurate. You know, your gross sales is the total sales, like without deducting the discounts. Now, these sales now, they have discounts. They give them discounts. You can see discounts. Some people had no discounts, some people had discounts. But still yet, gross sales is without discounts. So now E2, to calculate our gross sales, that's E2, then multiply asterisk times what? Sales price. That is G2. Close bracket, you press enter. You can see what they got is, so you autofill everything. Everything has been autofilled. You can confirm. So E3 times G3, unit 2 times sales price, give us gross sales. We've calculated that. Now the discount, how did they get the discount? They are the one, the supermarket actually gave out the discount themselves. So we can't actually get that. That's the discount they gave out. Now the sales now, our sales should not be gross sales minus discounts. That should give us the sales, which is the major thing. So let's run it for the first one, which is equal to, open bracket, what's our gross sales? H2, Abi, minus discount. It gives us the sales. H2 minus I2. So you need to understand your financial terms before doing any analysis. So we just want to be sure. That's why we are, you see, it's accurate. What they had there before was actually what we calculated. So it's still accurate. Okay, with this, we are good to go. Now, how did they get their cost of goods sold? Cost of goods sold should be manufacturing price multiplied by unit sold. That is your cost of goods sold. Now, let's run calculation for the first one so that we can confirm if it's just accurate. Now, E2, that is unit sold, which is E2 multiplied by the manufacturing price, F2. These are just normal financial, what's it called, terminologies. So you autofill everything. You can still accurate. What they had here is accurate. So we are good to go. How do we get our profit? Our profit will be sales minus cost of goods sold. That is how you get your profit. The sales minus the cost of goods sold, not gross sales, because gross sales is just like amounts that I'm supposed to see without removing discounts. Now I gave out discount while selling. Probably when I said 2020, I'm selling, for example, this is just discount. Let me give you discount terminologies. What they mean by that is that, for example, if you are selling, what you will sell for someone that bought 5 units will be different from the amount you will sell it for someone that bought 2,000 units. Why? Because you will need to give discount for the massive unit sold than the reduced or the minimal unit sold. That is just the discount. You understand? So it's a normal fixed off. So what do we do now? And it's not necessarily everybody gives discount. There's some people you will sell to that you won't give them discounts. So how do we get our profits now? Our profit should be our sales minus cost of goods sold. That should be our profit. So same formula, equal to, just do for one and just autofill to confirm. That is our sales minus cost of goods sold. That's J2 minus, what is cost of goods sold? K2. Close the bracket, enter. So you can see it's still accurate to what they got, but you just need to do that so that you can have a correct, what's it called. So with this now, you see we are good to go with this. So after that, you save your work. After cleaning accurately, you save. So we've cleaned now. The next thing we're going to do is what? Create our objectives. So you can just come to your sheet 2 and just come up with your objective first. Then you start cutting and pasting. So probably my objective 1, you write my objective 1. Okay, if my objective 1 is that I want to know the total sales. Total sales is my objective 1. Objective 2, the problem of my objective 2 is that, or my question, to anyone you want to call it, you can call it business question or you call it objectives, anyhow you feel like adding it up. So let's say number 2 now, I want to get total profit, total sales. Okay, I want to know the numbers Okay, total units sold, the total numbers of goods sold. I want to get the total numbers of goods sold. That is my objective 2. My objective 3, okay, let's say we want to know products. Okay, how can we say we want to know? We want to know, okay, this one is total number of goods sold. Then my objective 3, probably we want to know products by sales. This is just an example. You can come up with a different objective. We want to know the sales made. Let me write it in a normal English term. Sales made by each product.
Hello.
Yeah.
Please, am I the only one that cannot see the screen again?
Oh, you can't see the screen again.
Yes.
Are you sure? Okay, let me.
The screen is still showing over here. Probably it's our network.
So what's that the issue? Probably it's your network. Olashubomi, can you see the screen? Olashubomi, can you see the screen? Rocky Bat, can you see the screen? Okay. So I think it's the person's network. So now let's proceed back. So now, let's say objective 4 now. You want to get, okay, we've got sales made by each product. Okay, we want to get, even we can try to know our total profit self. Let's say total profits made. Total profit made. To know the total profit made, we can even get, okay, we've got the total number of goods sold, sales made by each product. Then probably our objective 5 can now be, what can we think of again? Probably profits made by each product. Probably that's our objective 5. Probably that's objective 5. Then next one, we can have, let me check our, what's it called, our data set. Okay, we have country. Okay, we can get the total sales in each country. Then profit made by each product. We can have profit made by each product, or okay, in profits made by each product in each country too. Let's have this in each country. Now the next thing is now we answering our business questions. So now answering our business questions is the next thing. Sorry, am I communicating?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. So now the next thing is now we answering these business questions. Let me bold everything. Let me bold it so that you can see it's different. So the next thing will now be we answering our business questions. Just leave like 2 lines and comments. So go back to your sheet 1. In your sheet 1, you come to your insert, pivot table. You can see pivot table. Now it has already brought the name because you've already created a name for it. New worksheet or existing worksheet. If I want existing worksheet, I'll click on that sheet 2. Where did I want it? I'll come on 9 and I'll press OK. You can see it has been created. So what are we doing first? Our first objective. You can copy and paste to make it easier. So you can just copy this or cut it anyhow you want to do it. You can, or you can leave it. Let's leave it. Don't worry. Let's leave it there. So then you come to where you inserted your work. What is our first objective? Total sales. Yes or no? So total sales. How do we get the total sales? Very easy. Total sales. That is what we want to get. That's our first objective. Total sales. Good. So you drag your, I already told you filters, columns, rows, values. So this time around, we only need what? Total sales. So which means we are dragging our sales down. So sales. I'll drag my sales anyhow you want it. It is total sales. If I drag it to values, you can see I've dragged it to value because I'm just working on total sales. I'm not working on total sales on something, just total sales. So right here, I'll come to my, instead of sum of sales, I'll come here. I can have total sales. I've done objective 1. So you can just copy it or you rewrite anyhow you want to do it so that you can know you've answered it. I'll paste it. So I've done objective 1. I've done objective 1.
Hello?
Yeah?
I don't understand.
I'm with you. You don't understand how I got objective. Is it the total sales? Okay. I will do it again. So now we want to get our total sales. Let me delete this. So after writing our business questions or objectives, then I've written my objectives so that it will be easy for anybody that is going through to know that, okay, this is actually what I'm working on. This is what I'm solving. I can put 1, I can put 2, anyhow you want it. It depends on you. You can even beautify yours by adding anything you want to add here. I don't know. So now right here, after having my total sales, the next thing I want to get is how do I get my total? I need to answer all these business questions. So what am I going to do? I come to my data set where I have my data set. So far, you've converted everything to table, so it's easier for you. You don't need to highlight all again. Just click on Insert, click on Pivot Table. Now, this has automatically, because you've renamed it to financial data set, that's why it's like this. So it is accurate. Then the next thing is that instead of me clicking on New Worksheet, I want it to be in this existing worksheets. You can see. So I'll click on Existing Worksheets. I'll click on that sheet 2 where I want it. And the location where I want it to, I will drop it at here. I'll just click on this. You will see automatically it has rewriting the story, and I'll click on OK. Now, data source reference is not valid. Something is wrong. Okay, data. Oh, so it's accurate now. I press OK.
I can't see the screen, sir.
You can see the screen.
Yes.
What do you say?
I can't see the screen. It's not showing. Yes.
It's not showing.
Yes.
Okay,
Check your
let me
network. It is.
Okay, it's showing, Abby. Some people are saying
I
it's
can
not showing. Some people are
see.
saying it's showing. Sorry, Rocky Bats, can you see my screen?
Yes, I can see it now.
Okay, good. So now we've brought in our pivot table down here. Next thing to do is now what? Total sales. That's the next thing to do. Is what? Total sales. So the next thing that to do now is what? Our total sales. Sorry, let me go back to our okay. So the next thing is our total sales. Very easy. We already know that in our right span, after clicking on pivot table, something will be created in the right span here. And this time around, you can see these are all your columns here in the right span. These are all your columns. Now, filter is when you want to filter what you want to bring in. That is probably they told you should just bring out total sales made in country. Then you will drop country to filter. But here, the objective question says total sales. So which means it's not total sales of anything, just total sales. You look for the column where you have your sales, not gross sales, sales. Then you drag your sales to where you have values because you are running calculation and it's total. If the question says average sales, after dragging here, you will click on the arrow beside, you click on value field setting. If the question says average, then you click on average. But the question says total sales. So you click on your total sales. After that, you come here. We've done that because it says total sales alone. So the total sales is this. So we come here to rename this to total sales. That is it. So we've answered business question 1. The next thing to answer is business question 2 that says total number of goods sold. So you copy this, you leave a line or 2 lines, then you paste this here. You leave 1 line, then same procedure, come to your sheet 1. you come to your inserts, you click on pivot table, then existing worksheet, sheet 2, the location after a line, click on this, then press OK. You can see. Now, the question says total numbers of goods sold. Total number of goods sold. That's the question. Total number of goods sold. Total number of goods sold. Which means, what do they mean by total number of goods sold? Which means the units sold. That is the total number of goods sold. So I'm only dragging units sold down to values. Can you see? Then I can rename. So I can even leave it to units sold, or okay, it won't obey because there's already, you don't leave a name. You don't leave a name that is already in your column. It won't obey you. So you just write total units sold, enter. So you can see we've done for total sales, we've done for total units sold. The next question is now sales made by each product. Sales made by each product. Leave 2 lines. Next line after 2 lines. Paste. Sales. Can I proceed? Can I proceed, everyone? Hello, can I proceed? Oyinkansola, can I proceed?
I can hear you.
Okay. Thank you. So now the next thing we want to do is that still same procedure. Click on insert, pivot table, existing worksheet. Come to where you want it to be located. It is 22. Press OK. Good. So the next thing we want to do is sales made by each product. So sales made by each product, which means this time around we want to get each product and we want to get the total sales. Now, the question you now need to ask yourself, do you want those products to be in rows or column? It is better they should be in rows so that it will be easily read. So I will drag my product to rows. After dragging my product to rows, it says sales made by each product. Then I will drag my sales. Then I will drag my sales down to value. So with this, I've gotten the sales made by each product. So if I feel like renaming, I can rename this by double clicking and rename it to what? This to probably product. Then I can rename this to total sales. So with this, we are good to go. We are getting there. So with this now, we are what? We are getting there. So now, let's say, for example, I want it to be in, I want it to probably, for example, I want to sort it now. After highlighting where I want it, I want to sort it so that it can be sorted. I'll just right click. You can see sort. You can see sort. You can see filter. You get a point. If I wanted to probably bring out top 10, top 5, but filter, if I click on my value filter here, now show items for which total sales. What did I want to get? If it is greater than, these are just featuring stuff. Featuring normal featuring stuff. So this is just it. But that is for featuring. But if I want to bring out probably the top, I'll just click on top 10. I want to bring out the top 5. Or let's say the objective says the top, the highest or the top 5 highest selling products, or at the top 5 highest sales products. If that is the objective, we'll do that. Okay, let's do that in our or we can do this that way. Let's say it says top 10 or top 5, but this time around, let's leave this to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's leave this to top 10. Now you click on top, you click on 10. If it's 5, you edit this to 5. What do you want to use? Is it the sum? Is it the items? If it's the items, I'll click on items. By what? By total sales. Then you press OK. So you can see it brought out the top 10. But if it's actually top 5, let's do the top 5 now so that you can see value filters. So if I click on top 5 now and I click OK, you can see it brought out the what? the top 5. Do you understand? Don't worry. Let's return this. Oh, let me clear filter. Let's return this. We will do what's it called? We will run the what's it called?
Please, I have a question.
Okay, what's the question?
During the other assignments that we did for the top 10, and somewhere it was more than top 10, but they were the same figure. Is it right?
You did not do it right. It should be 10. If it's top 10, it should be 10.
What I'm saying is it was actually top 10, but let's say, for example, now maybe we have like 4,000 that is about 8, and we have 3,000 that is about 12.
Okay.
So it indicated the 12 instead of 10. They are all the same numbers.
Yeah.
Is it right?
It's right, because it says, for example, what we were doing, if you did it the same way I did it, that it says the total sales. So which means what is telling you that so far is top 10 you are looking for, and five people they fall into the category of same value. It will count it as the same thing because they fall in the same value. They are still top, because we can't assume, we can't filter out. If we have 5,000 for all these now, we can't say this 5,000 is the highest. No. So it will still bring out all the 5,000 there. They are still top because they still have the same. So it will count all of them as one. Do you get the point? Do you get it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. So now, we've done for sales made by each product. So this we've done for the sales made by each product. Now let's change this number. Okay, let's change number 5 to total sales in each country. I want us to do something. Let me add number 7, or let me add another thing here. Let me add another thing here. Number 4. Don't worry, I will change it. Let me add profits. Okay. Top 5. Okay. Highest, or I'm thinking of what to use. Top 5. Top 5 products. Top 5 products with the highest profits, with the highest total profits. Let's do it this way. Do you get it? Top 5 products with the highest total profit. So we can add this also, total profits made. What did I use this one as? Total profit made by what? Let's use this as total profits made by each product in each country. We can have this as total profits made, or total profits, let's have double, and sales made by each segment, so that we can cut across everything. So we have all these objectives now. Let's rename 5, 6, and this 7. Good. So now let's have our number 4. I might not finish everything, so note this thing. You guys will continue on your own later, so that we can quickly move away from this part. Or don't worry, let me finish it. Don't worry, let me finish it. Now number 4. Number 4 is top 5 products with the highest total profits. That is our question 4. I told you to leave how many spaces? 2 spaces. Then you paste your question. You can add up this so that it can differentiate others. Then you leave 1 space and click. Same procedure. Insert, pivot table, existing worksheet, sheet 2. This. Okay, good. So now top 5. This one says top 5 products with the highest total profits. Top 5 products with the highest total profits. Very good. Top 5 products with the highest total profits. Now, with this now, I will change one question also here. Sorry. Let me change this question. Profits made by each product in USA and Germany. Yeah, USA and Germany. Good. I want us to get something right. I think we have, do we have Germany there? We have USA. Do we have Germany there? No, let's say Brazil. In USA and Brazil. Yeah. So now we are getting there. Top 5 products with the highest total profits. Top 5 products with the highest total profits. So what are we working on? Profit and products. So we drag our products down to rows. Then we drag our what? Profits down to value. We drag our products down to rows and our profit down to value. So with this now, then I want to change one also. Sorry for changing. I just want you to get it right. Average sales. Let's make this average sales. Average sales. You observe I'm changing the objective. I just want you to get some things right. So now we've done this also, but the question, we are not done yet. It says top 5 product with the highest total profit. Now this is the total profit. Let's rename products and total profits. Now it says top 5. Same thing. What are you going to do? You click on the arrow beside value filters, top 10. You change it to what? 5. Then what are you using? Items. By what? Total profit. You press OK. Good. You can see these are the top 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Done. Now, in everything now, we can decide to remove grand total. How do you remove this grand total? Just click on it. Right click. Remove grand total. Because you need to remove it though. It will affect your work. Remove grand total. So with this now, we are getting there. We're in number 4. So let's move. Number 5. Number 5 says total profits and sales made by each segment. Total profit and sales made by each segment. Paste it. Leave a line. You can see our work is getting beautiful because it's, if your reporting sheet is actually not beautiful, if it's scattered, you won't have an accurate work. So it's better you make it beautiful. So pivot table, existing worksheet, click on your sheet 2 where you want it. After a space, press OK. So total profit and sales made by each segment. So we are having how many things here? 2 things. Total profit, sales, and segments. Total profit and sales. So which means our rows will be what? Will be segments. Then the next thing will be our profits will be on value. Total profit. Okay, let's have this to be average sales. Let's make these average sales and average sales. You know, these are finances data, so it should be average sales, not total sales. We should get the average sales, not the total sales. So total profit and average sales made by each segment. So you've dragged your rows here, which is your segment, the one with text. And after that, profit and average sales. You drag your sales to your value. Then after that, you drag your value also, your profit also to your value. But what are you going to do? Our sales is in average. So you click on the arrow beside, you click on value field settings, you click on average, you press OK. So you can see we are good to go. So right here, we have our segments. So there's nobody that will come through my work now and won't understand all I did. So average sales, then total profits. Getting there. So with this now, let's remove grand total. We have our segments, we have our average sales, and we have our total profit. So we are getting there. So let's move to our number 6. So our number 6 objective questions: profit made by each product in USA and Brazil. So I want you to reason here. 1, 2, 3. So Ibidun, before I do anything here, this question says profit made by each product in USA and Brazil. What do you feel we are going to do here? Okay, let me bring in our pivot table. Let me bring in our pivot table. Let me bring in our pivot table. I want to bring in our pivot table. Good. So now Ibidu, are you here? Please unmute your mic. Ibidu, can you hear me? Is she here?
Sir, the network is bad, sir.
You can hear me also?
Network is
Can you hear
so
me?
bad, sir. I can hear you, but I can't see the screen. The screen is not
Now you will
showing.
see. Can you see the screen now?
No.
Okay. Don't worry. Let me quickly just do this because don't worry, the recording will be dropped so that you can go through. So now, profits made by each product in USA and Brazil. This is the question. You need to get some things right. This is profits made by each product in USA and Brazil. Before doing anything, first of all, drag in your products into your rows. And after that, profits made, yes or no, drag in your profits into your values. Now, they now said in USA and Brazil, you will use your filter. You will drag your country to filter. There's already data in that side. So in the, do you want to replace it? No, I don't want to. In clean financial sheet 2, do you want to? There's already data in clean financial data set sheet 2. No, I don't want to replace it. Okay, you know what? Let me do it this way. So now we'll drag our country first. They told us, they said profit made by each product in USA and Brazil. So drag your country to filter. Come in. What's going on? Okay, the statement. Oh. Sorry, I don't want it to replace it. So, sorry, I will need to do this back again. Just hold on. I will bring this back. So let me just get this off. Profits made, I'll bring it back because it's going to replace it. So I'll drag my country down to my filtering. It will replace that part. Then after that, I drag my product down to my rows. Then after my product, it says profits made in USA and Brazil. And I'll drag my profit to my values. So now I will need to leave a space so that I can bring in my, what is it called? So profits made, Control C, so that I can paste it here. Then with this now, it says in each product in USA and Brazil. So I've already brought my filter. I need to, so you come here on the arrow beside, you click on it. What are we looking for? So you click on select multiple items, uncheck this. We are only looking for Brazil and USA. So you scroll down, United States, and you press OK. So he brought the profit made in USA and Brazil. This is what we have. So if it's only Brazil alone, you uncheck everything. You click on Brazil, press OK. This is for Brazil alone. But the question says in USA and Brazil. So you need to check your USA also and click OK. So with this now, we can see profits made by each product in USA and Brazil. Very easy. So with this, we are good to go. But if you actually want to use another method, you don't want to use filter. You want to have the stuffs to be, your country, you don't want to use filter at all. You want your country, you want those countries to be labeled. Another ways to do that is that, no, there's no other way, because we won't be able to bring out, what's it called? We won't be able to bring out, or else we run filtering, and that is a long method. So the best thing to do is what we did, which is using our what's it called? Using our filtering. So right here now, I will just do what? I will change this to products. Then I have my total profits. I have my total profits. So I've done number 6. So let me remove the grand total. I want to remove the grand total. Remove grand total. Remove grand total. So with this now, we've done, what's it called? We've done everything. We've done everything. We've done everything. So right here now, we've done 1 to 6. I think 7. Okay, 7 now says average sales in each country. Average sales in each country. Average sales in each country. That's 7. Leave 2 spaces. Paste it. Average sales in each country. The same format. Insert pivot table. My table range. Then existing worksheet, sheet 2. I want it here. Okay. Hey, okay. Let's repeat it. Let's repeat it. Sorry. Average sales in each country. Okay. Insert pivot table. Existing worksheet, sheet 2. Okay. So now average sales in each country. Same thing. You drag your country to your rows. Then your average sales, which is your sales. And right here, you click on value field settings. You change to average. Then you press OK. So right here, you can change country and average sales. So right here, we've answered objective question 1 to 7. So we've done the analysis using pivot table. So with this now, it's easier for you to write a report on this to tell them the total sales. Now, okay, another thing now is that all these things must be in the right format, the dollar format. So I'll come here on each, what's it called? I'll come on each format, on each sales. I can come here to do that or anywhere I want, you understand? But majorly, you come to your values here. You can right click or you click on number format, anyone. So if I right click now, I will see number format. You click on number formats. Then your currency, 2 decimal place dollar. I'm using dollar. Press OK. So you adjust everything. Total units sold. This one needs to be in what? In number. Number. No decimal place. OK. So we are getting there. If I want it to have separator, what do I mean by separator is that use 1000 separator, that is comma. So it already gave me total units sold 5,000, 5 million, so that it will be easier for us. So this one also, I can bring out a separator for it. So I can bring out separate, but this one is in currency, is already in separate. I think it has the separating format already. So we are getting there. Now we've done for the same thing for these also, change them to currency formats so that you can have them properly. So it will be easier for you to even discuss it or tell it to anybody. They will understand what you're working on. So change everything, number formats. So with this now, you already have a very good work. Your analysis has been done. So you can see how we can use Excel for analysis right now. Number formats, currency. Okay. So right here also, number format. Currency, number formats, currency, dollar. Okay. So with this now, all the business questions. So they ask me, what is the total sales made in each work now? In the supermarket, I can tell them the total sales made is what? 4,839,000,000. Sorry, is it 4 billion or trillion? 4,839,000,000,000. Yeah, 4. Is it billion or trillion? Sorry, I think 1, 2, 3. This is now. This is 4 trillion. You can see 4,839,988,707. So with this now, it will be easier for you to what? To tell you to discuss everything you have. Now, if they ask you, what is the total number of goods sold? We've answered. Total number of goods sold, we have 5,181,197. That is the total number of goods sold. Now here, you can see your sales made by each product. On Alpha Phonex, we made total sales of this. Down to Vision Scope, total sales of this. Top 5 product with the highest total profit. We made total profit of this. This is the top 5 product. These are the top 5 with the highest. So with this now, we've actually explained, we've analyzed the long data set, the huge data sets. So that is just your analysis. That is how we come about the analysis. Is there any question? Is there any question? Is there any question? Is there any question?
No.
Okay. So you know what? This is what will happen. Before we move into our next topic, I want you all to have this in your portfolio, in your what's it called, in your data sets. Let me save mine. So make sure you have your data sets cleaned this way. And after that, so then rename your sheet so that we will know the difference. Rename this sheet to financial data sets so that we can know the difference. You can have it claimed so that we can know it's a clean data set. Then your sheet 2, you can rename your sheet 2 to analysis. So this is what I want from you. So before we move into our next topic, so that you can have this also in your data. So clean your data set. After cleaning your data set, have it, rename it to your table, any table name you want. Then also answer all these 7 questions in your own work also. Answer all these 7 questions. Answer all the 7 questions. So that is your assignments. So please and please, because in our next class, we'll move into dashboard, we'll move into pivot charts, we'll move into dashboard, which is our last topic on Excel. And after that, we'll start reporting. I'll give you a project on it. You will do that project, then we'll move to our next skill set or tools. So this time around, I've already done this part for you so that you won't tell me you did not do it again. So in our next class, we might have a long class. I just want everyone of us to be on the same page. That was the reason why I need to, redo it again from beginning to the end. So do this work the way I did it. Your own can be more beautiful than my own. This is just mine. It's just a rough sketch. I want your own to be so neat and clean, whereby I will understand what you're talking about. Submit your assignments on Sunday. Submit it on Sunday.